Hello everyone, so in this 3-part series, I'm showing you how to make these 3 holiday-themed throw pillows from scratch. In this episode, I'm making this knit pillow. You will need some paper, a needle and thread and sewing machine, or you can just use needle and thread, some pillow fluff, a pencil or a piece of chalk, a pair of scissors, a ruler, some fabric that you don't really like to go on the inside of the pillow, you won't see it, and then some knitted fabric. This is from an old knitted shirt. You can get these really cheap at thrift stores, or you can use an old shirt of yours. So fold a piece of paper in half, and then in half the other way. Like this. Then figure out how big you can make your pillow. From the corner where all the corners meet, measure out half the distance of your pillow, and then from that mark, measure out half the width of your pillow. Then from that mark, measure down half the length, then measure out half the width again, and then measure down half the length from the first corner. Then connect all the lines. Then cut it out. So you should have something like this. Next, you're going to lay it on a piece of fabric that you don't really like and trace it. Then cut it out, leaving a little seam allowance, about 1/2 inch on all sides. Once that's done, make a mark for the opening that's big enough to fit your hand through, and then sew from one end all the way around to the other, leaving that space open. Then flip it right side out. So it should look like this. Next, you're going to take your sweater and flip it inside out. Next, lay your first pillow on top and then cut around it, leaving about 1/2 inch on all sides. Like this. Next, you're going to sew all around the knitted fabric, leaving an opening where the first opening is of the inside pillow. Then flip it. Once you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Next, you're going to take the first pillow that we made, the inside one, and put it inside the second one. Just stuff it in there, making sure the opening is in the same spot, just like this. Then you're going to stuff the first pillow with pillow fluff. Don't get it in between the pillows, just in the first one. Now you can sew up the first pillow using any colored thread and any stitch that you'd like. I'm using a blanket stitch. In the first episode of this series, I showed you how to do one, and now I am making it again. So what you want to do is just go in through both layers, don't pull tight, and then a loop will form, like this. So you're going to go in through both layers, then you're going to pull until a loop forms, then you're going to put your needle through the loop and then pull tight. just like this. So I continue doing this the whole way down the first pillow. The first pillow is there so that way the pillow fluff won't go through the knitted fabric. So it should look like this. Next we're going to sew up the second opening. So you're going to fold it so the raw edges are on the inside. So you're going to thread your needle and go in through one side. Like this. Then you're going to go in through the second side. Then you're going to go in through the loop that the knot makes right here. And you're going to pull tight. Then you're going to go in through the first side again, like this, and then in through the second side, and then in through the first side, and then you just keep going back and forth the whole way down. Just like that. And then when you pull tight, you can't even see the stitching. So that is perfect. Next, you're going to go in and make a couple knots by just putting your needle in and basically doing the same thing you do for a blanket stitch. And then you're done! So I hope you enjoyed this series and this video. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please feel free to leave a comment. I always need ideas. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!